think now everything is fixed and you can see me on YouTube and Facebook both. So let me start the second part of our lesson again, because there was a problem on YouTube. You were not able to see the stream. I have explained the words deposit. Probably all of you know the meaning. It can be used as a verb and as a noun, and it means when you put money into your account. As a verb and as a noun, it means how much money you have on your account. This is deposit. For example, I have deposited 5,000 Turkish lira to my bank account last month. The next word that I explained is estimate. Estimate is when you guess the value of something, but not for sure. It is a rough value. For example, the estimated value of the project is $1 million. It means maybe the project will be 980,000 or maybe 1,010,000. So around about 1 million. Fund, it means as a noun, like all available money that you have, and as a verb is when you give money to someone in order to start something. I gave you example as a noun. I'm short of funds this month. Then the next word that I have explained is income. It has exactly the same meaning with revenue, and it means all the money you receive from your work, like salary, or also if you have a house and you rent out this house to other people, they pay you money. This is also your income. Or if you have a business and you get profit from the business, this is also your income. My sentence was, how much is your income per month? This is actually very rude, not so acceptable to ask people this question. But imagine we are at the bank, and in the bank they can ask you this question. Investment is a noun and the verb is invest. It means when you put money into business. There are a lot of foreign investments in my country. I don't know about Turkey that much, the situation, but in my country we have a lot of foreign investments. If you want to say the person noun, it is investor. Person who invests money we call investor. The last word that I explained was installment, and installment is the amount of money you pay every month to cover your credit. For example, I bought a new house or new computer, as in my example. I took credit for it, and every month I need to pay $500. So $500 is my monthly installment. Okay? Good. Now we can continue, and let me explain another word for credit. For credit, we can also use loan. It has same meaning with credit. I do not have any loans, so I don't have any credits. Next word that I will explain to you is remittance money. This is the amount of money you send to someone in your home country. For example, I'm originally from Georgia and my family lives in Georgia, but I live in Turkey. So every month I send some money to my family, and this money is called remittance. I send small remittance to my family every month. Next thing that we will learn today is merger. Merger is when two companies combine. This situation we call as a verb merge, and as a process we say merger. For example, let's say Facebook and Instagram decide to combine these two companies. It will be a merger. If Facebook and Instagram decide to combine their businesses, it will be a very successful merger. Okay, I hope you understand. The next word that we will learn today is overdraft. I'm not sure about this word if it is used in Turkey, because this is some specific system which cannot be available in all countries. But overdraft, it means amount of money that you overuse. For example, I have 2,000 liras on my bank account, but I want to buy something which costs 2,500. I have agreement with my bank that I can have 500 overdraft. So I can use 500 more than I have. So if I buy this product for 2,500, 500 will be my overdraft, overspending. And then, of course, I need to pay back this money to my bank. Okay? I bought a new speakers, or maybe new telephone, for 2,500 TL, and I have 500 TL overdraft now. So it means I only had 2,000 liras on my account, so 500 Turkish liras is my overdraft. Okay, the next thing that we will learn is, actually I explained this phrase 2 weeks ago on our first advanced vocabulary lesson, to be in the red. But let me explain it again. To be in the red. Maybe you remember the meaning. Let's see, guys, in your comments if you remember the meaning of this phrase, to be in the red. What does it mean? To be in the red. Let's see if you remember the meaning of this word, or maybe you have heard it somewhere else. Good job, Irina. You are absolutely correct. To be in the red, it means when you are out of the money or when you have bad financial situation. I am in the red this month. I don't have money this month, so it means I am in the red. I can use this phrase. The next thing that we should learn for today is overhead. It has two different possibilities. We can use overhead costs. This is British English. And we can use also overheads. This is American English. Overhead cost or overheads This is the regular and necessary costs for the company. It doesn't depend on how many products you produce. For example, the rent or the electricity, water bills. These things are overhead costs. For example, if I have a company and it produces cups, and I pay money to buy the ceramic, this is not overhead cost, because if I want 1000 cups, my ceramic cost will be different. If I want 10,000 cups, I need to buy more, so the ceramic cost will be different. It depends on how many products I want to produce. But the rent for the building is same, it does not change. Or the water bill, it doesn't change, so this water bill and rent are overhead costs. Even if your production slows down, you still need to pay your overhead costs. Okay, I hope you understand. Next thing that we will learn is overstated. Overstated, it means exaggerated. So you show something more than it really is. For example, again, I'm giving you example with my cup. This cup, I think, normally costs 4 or 5 Turkish liras, okay? But I want to send this cup now for 25 Turkish liras. So in my shop, the price for this cup is 25 Turkish liras. Then people will say it is overstated. It does not really cost 25 liras. It is exaggerated price. The price of the cup is overstated. We have the opposite situation, understated. So they did not value my input as they should have valued. Learn is profit. Profit is the money that you make from the business. For example, I start business with 1000 Turkish lira and I get 2000 liras back. So you should consider filing for bankruptcy. Let me show you where it was. File for bankruptcy. If I want to use this, the project, we spent a lot of money and we received same money, maybe or a little bit more. Therefore, it was not very profitable. The next thing that we should learn is quarter. Maybe you understand the meaning of quarter. It means 1/4 of something, generally. Now, in finances, when you say quarter, it means 1/4 of the year. So it means 3 months period in business or in finance for this quarter. So in this 3 months period, we could not make a lot of money and we did not have profit. Next thing that we should learn is probably savings account. Savings is what you save for future. Is accounted out for years or 3 years. So you make a contract and agreement with a bank for your savings account. Okay, I'm starting today. Every month I will pay this much, and at the end of 2 years you will take the whole amount. But you can't take it every day, the money. I have 500 USD on my savings account. There is also another word which can be used in the banks, and it has very similar meaning to savings account. It is called term deposit. Remember, we learned deposit. It is when you put money into your account. Term deposit, it means when the deposit has some time limit. So, same with savings account. You can use the term deposit phrase instead of savings account in this sentence. The meaning of it will not change. Next thing that we should learn probably is quote. Of course, one meaning of quote is this thing. These things, these ones are quotes, okay? Quotation, maybe also you know. These one are quotation marks, okay? And if you copy someone's sentence, this is a quote in regular English. Now, for finance and banking, quote has a little bit different meaning. A quote is the price that a person says they will charge to do something for you. For example, I want to remodel my house, and I invite 3 designers. They give me different designs, and I need to ask them what is the quote. So it means what is their price. I have decided to remodel my house, and I got quotes from 4 different designers. Okay, guys, do you understand the meaning of quote as a noun? I think there is a problem again with the video. You can't see my video, but there is no problem about it. We can continue the lesson. Let's not stop it because of the video problem. Thank you, Sibel. The next thing that I will explain to you today is a share, or also another one, another name is stock option. Share, it is verb, and probably you understand the meaning of it as a verb, to share something with someone. Or when you write a post on Facebook, you share a post. This is normal meaning. Now, when we talk about business and finances, the meaning of the share as a noun is something that you buy, and with this you become kind of owner of the company. So you have a very little piece, or maybe a big piece in the company. This is share. For example, I have a school and I need some money. I don't have money and I decide to sell the shares of the company. So some people will buy the shares, let's say maybe for 1,000 liras, and they have 1% of my company. So every month, what profit I make, I should pay each person 1%. If they have only one share, let's say. It is difficult to sell shares it is difficult to sell shares of our company as it is not very well known on the market. So my company is not very famous and very well known, so it will be very difficult to sell the shares for my company. Next thing that we will learn is related to share, and it describes the person who has shares in the company. We call it a shareholder, or another name, stockholder. So we have these two different words and they have same meaning, shareholder or stockholder. We have 10 shareholders. My company has 10 shareholders. So 10 people own little piece, or some of them maybe big piece in my company. Also, one more thing related to this stock and share is stock exchange. Stock exchange is the place where the stocks are sold and bought. It's like a market, imagine, but of course it is done online, or sometimes it is done in some kind of auction way. Not in the market, but a special place where the brokers go. Shareholder is like a member, owner of the company. Share is what they have. Shareholder is a person, Sevda. Stock exchange. The most popular stock exchange market is Dow Jones. Maybe you have heard of Dow Jones before. This is very popular website where you can buy and sell stocks, and you can see also the value of stocks of companies on this website. You're welcome, Sevda. The next thing that we need to learn is skyrocket. Skyrocket, it means to increase very, very fast and suddenly. Like skyrocket, it is something increased very fast and unexpectedly. The prices of houses will skyrocket next month. I know something will happen and this will cause the house prices to skyrocket next month. So the prices will increase dramatically next month. One more thing that we need to learn is sustainable. Maybe you know the meaning of sustainable. It means when something is effective, not in a short, but in a long period. So sustainable means something will be effective and efficient in a long run. I want to have sustainable development plan. So I'm not thinking only for next week or next month, but I'm thinking in a long period time. So I want to make something which can give me development in long-term effect. Let's learn this word, subsidize. Subsidize is to pay some part of the product costs to a company in order to help the company. For example, Turkish government understands that, let's say, what is popular Turkish product? Production of what is popular in Turkey? Maybe nuts, walnuts or other types of nuts. It is very important for Turkey, but the farmers don't get enough money for this, and if they produce nuts, it will not be cost effective for them. Government decides to help and support these farmers and pays some amount of money. For example, the farmers will sell nuts for 10 Turkish lira, and for every 10 Turkish lira, maybe government will give 3 more Turkish liras to people. So they help the farmers, and subsidize is this amount, how much money they give to farmers. TL subsidize will be enough for nut producers. Okay. I think I tried to explain it well. Remember, we learned merger. Merger was when two companies combine their operations. We have something similar. It's called takeover, but in this situation, one company buys another small company and takes this company, okay? Takeover. Let's say Google took over YouTube. 5 years ago. I don't remember when, but this kind of situation happened. So YouTube became part of Google. This is takeover, one meaning. Another meaning of takeover is when you take the control of something. Let me write example for that explanation as well. After my father had passed away, I took over his business. So my father died, and after that I took control of his business, and now I manage his business. This is also takeover. If you have some factory and you produce products, for example, cups, you should know this word, turnover. Turnover is the amount, how much or how many things you produce every month. For example, if you produce 100 cups every day, so your turnover is 100. How many cups are produced every day? This will be called turnover. Next thing that I will describe to you is when you go to ATM and you want to take money with your card, what do we call this action? We use here the verb withdraw, to withdraw money. Okay, to take money from ATM. I have never withdrawn money from ATM. Maybe there is a person in the world who has never used ATM, so we can use this phrase for that person. I think I have explained everything that I wanted to explain to you today. So we have learned some words and phrases related to banking and finances, and I hope the lesson was effective for you. I need to finish the lesson now, and thank you everyone for watching. If you are not able to watch our live videos, you can also watch all of them uploaded on our YouTube, Facebook channels. And also, please don't forget to subscribe to our channels and stay safe, stay healthy, don't go out, and if you go out after the curfew, please stay away from other people and practice social distancing of 2 meters. At 2 o'clock today there is a lesson about real English with Joseph, so you can have 10 minutes break now, and in 10 minutes there will be lesson with Joseph. Have a good day.